So I'm gonna ask you something, man. Because listen, you have children. You're
Yes.
married. What's your
hmm
advice for men? What's your advice for men who don't have kids who want to date women with children?
First, make sure that when you get together with a woman with kids, make sure that there's a connection between you and that woman first. Make sure that there's a compatibility between you and that woman first. Make sure that it's a good relationship. You have a good decorum with you and her. Y'all get along and I mean every aspect. Get along. Make sure you have an understanding of each other. And then eventually don't go to the house right away. Men, do not allow her to introduce you to the child right away. Take your time, get to know her better, get to see if you're compatible with her first. Then if you're compatible with her, then she'll mention to you that she has a child. And then you'll be more comfortable to meet the child because you have a decorum with her. You have a comfortability with her. You have a understanding with her. Then you go meet the child. Then she introduce you to the child. Because remember, children are like sponge. They feed off of a lot of energies. If kids feed off of a lot of energy, and they see that, well, this guy is making mommy smile. This guy is making mommy, see mommy smile like she never smiled before, and the child's gonna be curious, like, what's making mommy smile like this? What's making her so happy? And if the child sees that, maybe the child will open up to you. Now, it's a risk when you're taking when you're meeting kids because when you bring in, because remember, that kid maybe is used to the father. Maybe the father's around a lot. Now, maybe the father's not around so much. You don't know. But it's up to her to tell you that. It's up to her to break that barrier between you and the child to say, listen, the father's not there no more. The father is a deadbeat. He's not around. He's a loser. He don't come around like that. And then it's up to you to say, okay, yes. Then since we have such a good compatibility, a good chemistry with each other, I would like to meet your child. And eventually, when you meet the child and you see how she is, and then you see how the child is. First, you gotta see how the child is, how disciplined the child is, and how decent and child has good mannerism. Then you can say, okay, then it's be okay to date. But if that mother is a thug, and I mean, got a sniper, thug, and she introduced you to that child, know what that child gonna do if he's old enough? He's gonna go back, tell daddy. He might tell daddy anyway. Go back and tell her hoodlum father that mommy's seeing somebody. That's all that does. That's all she has. That's all that child has to do to rile him up. Rile him up. So make sure. So my advice to the men is make sure that that when you meet somebody, she's not a gutter sniper. She's a decent woman. Because you make some of them. I'm gonna say some. I'm gonna have to say some. Some of them sisters from the hood, the thug ghetto stuff. You were in for a drama out of your life, and I would say stay away from that. Any thug mentality, any woman that's talking loud, profanity, carrying on, she's loose, she's lewd. Stay away from that, man. Stay away. That's my advice. And she has kids. If she has more than one kid, stay away. Stay away even longer. With a 10-foot pole, that's drama. That's drama that you don't need. That's drama that's knocking on your front door and you don't need. Stay away. But if she's a decent, quiet woman, just want to settle down, she has a child, and maybe she's thinking about including a decent man in her life, and you see that, and you see her mannerism, you see her integrity, you see her spirit. Her spirit is beautiful. She's a woman that's after God's own heart, and you're like, wow. And then you meet the child. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. But stay away from the hood. Stay away from the hood. Stay away from the hood. That's my advice.
Okay.